Welcome Aries to your weekly reading for the week of June 12th to the 18th. I'll be doing a 5-card spread as to the energies that you may be experiencing this week. And let's start out right now. Energies for Aries for June 12th to the 18th. Right? Energies for Aries for the week of June 12th to the 18th. You have the Ace of Cups reversed. Now, this is an energy where some of you could be either closed off emotionally to another person, tears at night, angry about something, someone a bit depressed or confused emotionally. If you've been let down, hurt, dumped, anything like that, anytime you have gone through arguments or something is not going to plan, you could feel very stressed and disappointed by some things that are there. This is being emotionally closed off and a lack of creativity, not wanting to, not necessarily meaning that you don't want to, but you may be feeling a bit stuck and pulled back or depressed or sad about something this week for some of you out there. Let's see what else is here for you, Aries, for June 12th to the 18th. For Aries for June 12th to the 18th. Now we have the Queen of Cups. Now some of you could be thinking about a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, another water sign, but tap into your intuitive abilities this week, receiving signs from the other side, receiving signs from your partner. This is a very spiritual card of connection, a very nurturing and caring sign if you are around others, or if you're around someone but you can't make a connection quite yet, or you just understand the needs of another person, but sometimes with the Ace of Cups there, it's like you can't act on it, or there's just separation, or something is blocking that progress. But two emotional cards for some of you right here. Let's see, energy for Aries for June 12th to the 18th. June 12th to the 18th. Now you have the Emperor reversed. Now this is a very rigid person, very controlling, authoritarian, someone who's not willing to compromise in certain situations. Now this could be your energy, or you could be dealing with someone who's coming across in this way. It could be a supervisor or a boss that you are around or dealing with that you really don't like. This could be a current partner, someone from your past, or where that connection is there. Some of you may be controlling a certain situation, or you may be feeling like you can't make progress in a certain area because of the stance that you maybe have. This is someone who's very stubborn, wanting to do things their own way and not really listening to or wanting to compromise with anyone else in certain situations. And this is like a very bossy person who can come through very tense at times, and just not nice to be around or to deal with. All right. Now that could be a fatherly figure or a motherly figure, or another Aries that you may be dealing with. Okay, so let's see energies for Aries for the week of 12th to the 18th. June 12th to the 18th for Aries. You have the Five of Wands reversed. So it's like, even though you're going through some issues with a certain person or a tense situation, you may be avoiding conflict. So this is like not really wanting to communicate or speak about how you feel, maybe because you feel like you will offend that person, or you may be offended by the reaction or repercussions of you speaking up to this particular person. Say if you have issues with a certain supervisor or boss or your relationship partner, and it's just too much coming your way, too much to deal with, or things like that, you may not be standing up for yourself, and just kind of the passive aggressive kind of energy that is there. But for some of you that there's something that does need to be taken care of, and possibly brought up maybe in conversation, and to speak about and resolve issues there. So There's something that is there, and some of you may be just avoiding addressing something because you really don't want a deep conflict to happen. So that's the other energies for Aries for June 12th to the 18th, 2017. Then you have the Four of Wands. So the Four of Wands is energy of being around friends, your family, environment, stability. Even if you are married or in a relationship, you're possibly, with your partner, maybe around them, but someone is very controlling and just maybe the Emperor can be an abusive kind of energy who manipulates situations as well, to get what they want. Very stubborn, intense, and this is like, even though you are around this energy, potentially for some of you, it can be very tense. Maybe you're not sure how to deal with this particular person or your own energy in a situation right now. So look for celebrations, or sometimes it's like going to a family reunion, a wedding. Some of you may be married or getting married, proposal of some kind. But someone does seem to be closed off, and it doesn't necessarily mean that this is you. It could be flipped around on the other side. All right, so let's add up what we had here. We have 4 and 4, that's the 8, and then we have 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, so 5. 5, numerically speaking, all of this added up is conflict, potentially conflict that's going on externally, blocking something that you'd like to make progress with, or internally, things going on with you that needs to be healed, addressed. Maybe you need to speak to someone if you have a lot of tense emotions within, or to get a lot of to be able to channel that aggression maybe in a positive way for some of you out there. So let's see what the romance angels have for you. Let's see the romance angels for Aries for June 12th to the 18th. Card, okay. And we have the card of, I try to place it back in as I'm shuffling and it didn't want to go back in. So it's a codependency. It says addictions are affecting your romantic life. And I do want to read what that card says for you, because I feel like it may be important for some of you out there. And it says, this card answers your question in perhaps a surprising way, because addictions are the culprit behind the issues you're attempting to resolve. This could be your own craving for a substance or unhealthy behavior, or it could be that your partner's addictions are impacting your love life. The card is also an indicator of childhood experiences and an addictive family. Addictions numb the heart to pain, but they also diminish the capacity to love. Since love is the basis of your romantic partnership, addictions become a barrier to moving forward towards true emotional intimacy. This is especially true if you are twisting yourself in knots to please a person whose dependency has lessened his or her capacity for happiness. This no-win situation will negatively affect your self-esteem and your own happiness if you continue. Fortunately, lots of support is available worldwide in the form of 12-step meetings and other addiction support fellowship models. Whether it is you or your romantic partner who has the addiction, you can find free groups near you through internet search engines or by contacting a local community health center. So I do hope that that message may resonate with some of you out there. I really do hope that you have a fantastic week. Lots of love, tons of healing vibes your way. If you would like a private reading, you can go to my website, Psychicloveheals.com, to schedule something for your specific energy. Have a good week.